Okay, new game. We're gonna be doing Dead Man Switch, which is the main campaign. We're gonna launch. We're gonna do normal. Alright. Male, female. No statistical differences. Hold on. Before we do this, let's go to options. Projection, high-res scale mode. There we go. Let's say I know there's a way to make the things bigger. Now let's try this. There we go. Now I can actually see things. Oop. Alright. Dwarf. Alright, and we're going to be going with a street samurai, so we're probably going to go with someone with... I'm trying to think if we want to go with orc, or if we want to go... troll. The idea is we'll be making this character in all three games. There's 3 games in the series. There is Returns, Dragonfall, and Hong Kong. We'll be playing all 3 of them. So... let's see. No, let's go orc. Let's go orc. Street samurai, mage, decker, shaman. Let's go body and strength or quickness. Let's go troll. Let's go troll street samurai. Let's see. A lot of portraits to choose from. Go that. Okay. Well, that's good. Continue to stats. Spend your karma. Earn while running in the shadows and achieving goals. Attribute and skills. Okay, we got 5 karma. Hit in range, reduce the chance to be hit by physical, so that would also be pretty helpful. Melee, chance to hit with melee or throwing, okay. Okay, so that would take all of our karma to do. Close combat, melee weapons, almost strike, wound, Throwing weapons. Chance to have magical attacks. Control spirit. Unlocks etiquettes and conversations. Maximum for trolls. Okay. Well, we're going melee. We're gonna be crazy melee, so.
You're crazy.
Hey, thank you for following. We do anonymous follows here. If you'd like a personalized thank you, just say, hey, I followed in chat, and I will thank you personally. Otherwise, feel free to keep working. I do appreciate it. Cover using med kits. That's probably going to be helpful. We're also going to need, we're also going to get cyberware too, so we'll have to keep that in mind. So we're going to go with a melee weapon. Let's grab that. Alright. Let's go. Down and out. Let's Slip a paper with your bank balance enough to cover you through the end of the week. You will list your contacts. No response to your message. Runner dead. Fixer, missing since February. Runner dead. Sam Watts, runner, probably in a gutter somewhere. Runner dead, retired, or dead. Get a job, any job. This goes on either dead or just plain dead. Personal calendar. It's empty. Nothing to do. Put down your notebook. Answer your vid phone. Computer. State of the art in 2050. Broken since 2051. Sam Watts. Squints against the brightness. The screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. Google's drunk again, or worse. Shouldn't have given you my comm code, gunk. You're zoned. Where you been, Sam? Haven't heard from you in months. Don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. Probably had it coming. You're an unsavory character like myself. You tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business. Like you, for example. Why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners and some of us are me. Remember... Hey, you remember that Renraku run? When things went to hell? And we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterwards? Really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd. That's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Three years ago, makeshift bar on the Seattle docks. Night Dowd went down. Remember how I get to my inventory. Is it this? Oh yeah, I forgot they don't give you a melee weapon to start out. Sangoma. Urban Shaman proved his worth, and during a run against Uchi last fall. She's a quiet type, experienced runner. Fixer owes us for the run, and for Dowd. We wait. Your call. New Larry. Running for New Larry 6 months now. He's a combat manager, a bad tattoo, and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd never saw anyone die like that before. Idiot. Hate this fraggin' city. It's wet and it feels... The rain feels like acid and I want out of here. We wait for the money. Yeah, sure, of course. I'll wait all night if I have to. I don't know. Good guy... Can hold its own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer is late. Smell funny to you? Smells funny? Look at where he set the meeting. It's supposed to be a public place. Got the direct, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down. And it wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Smiles a tooth smile. Been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead, spill it. You were sloppy. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. That true, Sam? Did you miss a beat back there? No, I didn't miss a beat. I was on my game the whole time. Remember, I was on point. New Larry was supposed to cover Dowd. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it, don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. Checks his watch, licks his lips, look over your shoulder in the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. How much did they pay you to sell us out, Larry? He stops and smiles, slowly appears on his face. Honestly, it didn't take much. Just enough to get me back to Portland and set up with a nice cush corp job. I'm out of this racket. We got incoming. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. They're going to take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully. That guy was never my friend. Mine either. Think I'll shoot him. Ouch. Turn-based combat. Each character on the main team is an action pool. Spend these actions, movement, attacks. Yes, I know how the game functions. Okay. First, we get cover. Second, we shoot New Larry in his stupid face. Side too. Better cover. Partial cover's better than nothing. Okay. It's unfortunate. Ah, got more coming from that side. That's not good. They have a shaman. Okay, that was a solid miss. Here. Well, that's unfortunate. Ammo. Could have done that. Don't summon a spirit. Okay. Oh, that's the shaman. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay, reload. Is this Ocarina of Time? Yep. Definitely Ocarina of Time. You okay, Sam? That was a hell of a thing. You did good. You were born for this gig. Me, not so much. Think I'm gonna hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere. Stay drunk until I croak. What about you? Me? I do this. This is the only life I know. Well, you're an idiot, and I'll drink to you when you're dead. Ah, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna outlast you. Guess you can drink to me. Acquire ourselves a melee weapon. There, face. By the way, that was the tutorial. They framed the tutorial as a memory, which is really cool. Had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself who would care if I died. Who would give a rat's butt? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So to set up a dead man switch, it's to send you this call. Got maybe 100,000 new insurance policy payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain. When the job is done, they'll know what to do. Turns to his left. Chet? Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain has installed a secure, dedicated phone line so you can contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin verification process. Note that you must also be in a secure landline to access this number. We do not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. Look, I've led a Drek life and probably left a Drek corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe just want a last word. Maybe just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I mean, we can't answer him because he's dead, but... I'll get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay. I hope you just said yes. Kind of close to staying back. Hey Boyd, how you doing today? A locator chip in my head these days, when my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you find me. See you on the slab. Rest in peace, Sam. See you in Seattle. Work is stressing you out? F5 to quick save your game. There's a reason they're telling you that. Your plane hits SeaTac, which is Seattle Airport, with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. Chilly northwest rain obscures your vision, and as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of Redmond Barrens. Organ Grinder is a legal chop shop for body parts, whether for the living or the dead. If you're hurt bad enough for Nguyen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. Also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing in the Baron has to a morgue. It seems that this place is where Sam Watt's body has ended up. They open a door and are assaulted by a smell of death and bleach. Nice work in the new tag team. Yep. Wrestling to a draw. That sounds like something I would do. Okay. So, little bit of a backstory on Shadowrun. If you don't know what Shadowrun is, the simplest way I can explain it is imagine if you had Blade Runner, right? The Cyberpunk or Cyberpunk 2077, that kind of thing. And then you took like D&D and then you meshed them together. So there's magic, there's orcs, there's trolls, all of that stuff, but then there's all the cyberpunk stuff. So you have machine guns and cybernetics and all of that stuff. All of that mixed into one. That is what Shadowrun basically is. So it is my favorite setting in the whole world. By the way, I know there's a way to. Oh, wrong button. I need to look up the controls real quick. I also need to save. Save. Is it here? HUD. Where is the text speed normal, input type single click? I'm trying to figure out what's the key. There's a key to get things to show up, because we need to be able to, because there's interactables around here, and we need to be able to interact with them, and I'm not sure how to get it to show up. Is it Z? No, Z is our zoom. We just saved. Let's exit the main menu real quick. Save and quit. Options. Reward code. Content. Huh. Term. Because I know there's stuff in here to explore. Maybe I have to talk to Preston first. Over the recently departed small dwarf, his broad grin says, "I love my job more than you'd want or expect for someone in the chop shop trade." As she approaches, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it may just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. Someone at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you? Are you a coroner? John Dresden, organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, it makes me the franchise's heiress coroner too. I'm here to look into his murder. Dead man makes for a strange client. What makes you think he's here? Locator chip embedded in the skull. I followed it here. Well, you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. Who told you he was dead? Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got a sent recording asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. Dead man switch, huh? Fascinating. I was working on him a little earlier. He's over here. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. City Ripper? Not my title. That's what Seattle Press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. And this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes the internal organ from the victim. What prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. What about the other lucky contestants? First victim's heart was missing, and the third had a spleen removed. Dresden, get out here. McCluskey. Yeah, here. Because I know we can get like a med kit out of here. Item picked up. Surgical sheet beyond the corpse is immaculate. Look at the business card. Seamstress Union. Something handwritten on the back with the blood made it illegible. Cred stick. Cheap. No way of knowing what's slotting it. Take cred stick. 300 is added to your account. Look at purple shirt. Buttons are missing. Blood soaked through. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Look at the handwritten note. Sam, feel terrible. We have been long. I'm sorry. See you. Love, Jessica. Hey, McCluskey. Towering over the diminutive corner is a homicide detective out in central casting. You ignore the tusk, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow. You can smell the cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic, Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? So you insisted at the time. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Well, let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The Ripper case is my ticket to the Lieutenant's badge. Already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic that removes a single organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and meta-human anatomy, too. So we're looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who use scalpels anymore. These days, it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no dang help, dwarf. Finally notices you notice superhuman powers of observation. None of your business, lumpy. Face contorts a snarl. You're funny, troll. Maybe you find another time to do this little dance later, you and me. Doesn't get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties, too. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? I was there when I needed him. I'm gonna return the favor. A job's a job, pays me the most. I'm gonna bring his killer to justice, at least street justice. Fascinating again. McCluskey isn't interesting anything but Detective McCluskey. He'll convict his own mother if it meant another 10 new yen a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. How can I help you? On the take? Who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know. Someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was that about McCluskey said about Sam's mother? Official report is she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in the... My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it was suicide, but there was some unusual bruises on her upper arms. She didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What's organs worth these days? A whole healthy body could be worth a bunch of new yen, but individual organs not worth as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ grinders only deal in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky, though. They don't care where the bodies come from, either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them as much anymore. It's possible some of the slimmer chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. You heard of the Seamstress Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts low life. You probably like it. Me, I'm not really a going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. I seem to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay then, I'll go do that. This is funny. So we were gonna play a game before we get a little thing here. Let's make sure we... There's the medkit, okay. I don't know if there's anything else in here. So we were gonna play and we'll probably go back and do it. We're going to actually get a reference to an older Shadowrun game here, Shadowrun on the Super Nintendo. So we're going to open this right here. John Doe. Thermostat is set at 21 degrees Celsius. It's a little hot for a body. Open the drawer. Cold storage reveals a fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition, sporting some brightest orange hair you've ever seen. The body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there. In one move, he jumps from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in the morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. So a data jack drilled into his temples and the shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. Interesting combination. Told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. What do I look like? A dang alarm clock? Give me a break. I haven't had a soy cap yet. So, this guy is the main character for the Super Nintendo Shadowrun game. Oh, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I know she hadn't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? Looking for the death of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Worked for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help her out. Even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. Alright then, name's Jake, and you are... Nice to meet you, MaskofGames. Well-mannered. Such a rare thing in the city. Sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep. John's right. Might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy, he was hanging in Seamstress Union that night and tripped out and rowdy. Been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. Out in the alley, some gangsters jumped me. I need a soy cap after all of those. Could you grab me a cup? Get your own dang cup. My hands are dirty anyways. Now, what's wrong with this intestine? Anyway, there's a corp bounty on my head. Like I said, the last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Yes, they're called Halloweeners. We talked about that when we played the other Shadowrun game on the Genesis. Thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Sam stumbled off in the night, though, and that's the last I saw of him, until he turned up here. Dead on arrival. Reminds me of the last stay in the place. Do you know anything else? I know they found the body a block away from the Union, just lying there in broad daylight. That's the Barrens for you. Shame, though. I wish I'd been there. Tell you what, if you look like you can hand yourself in a fight, I could use some backup to settle the score. Their leader's got a whole gang searching the Barrens for me. I need to get rid of that person. In return, I'll take you to the place where Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me, and maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. Nice to have someone watching your back up there, assuming you could trust them. Do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. Hiding out here ever since the run-in with the Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers, but this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Well, I'm surprised you even made it here to the morgue and world peace without packing some heat. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So you need a weapon? No guns for me. Melee is my game. Here's a baseball bat. You look like you could handle yourself. Ready for an evening out on the town? If you're buying. Alright. So, yep, we got our baseball bat. We got 2 karma. We got our friend here. Good old Jake. I don't know if we'll be able to find anything else in here. Alright, let's go beat up some Halloweeners. Run in the Seattle sprawl. Sooner or later, you'll find yourself in Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, and add a dash of tourist trap, and you get a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering anarchy and desperation of the street. Drake stops for a moment and breathes deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He excels with expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. Stash is just around the corner in the alley. Just the bus stop here. Date trolls are my favorite. Open the safe. Hey, look at what we have here. Hand over the loot, bozos. Rude. Rude. Welcome, I guess I'll find a new spot to hide my gear. So I shouldn't invest in real estate around here. Only by the hour. Hey, you've seen where I stay the night. Now that you've got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Excuse me, I don't know you, but you look like you can handle some fight. We need some help. Calm down. How can I help? Thank you. Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here have been worse. I don't know if we can afford to pay them forever. No one will stand up to them. Lone Star isn't going to get involved. Where's this market of yours at? Just down the street, please. Our livelihoods depend on that market. Side quest time. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world wherever it can. Small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barrens. Barely have anything left. Thug is bulk and breath. Who the hell are you? Bet your mom's real proud of you right now. Heard about you. Hey punk, I got a better idea. Hand over today's take and I let you leave. Alive. Hey now, let's not get nuclear here. I'm sure we can work some... Slowly reaches the pocket and holds up. Hand visibly trending. Like a knee-jerk scratch. Give it to the woman. Look at the woman and back at you again. Toss the new in again. Scrupulously turns and leaves the scene. Miss James. Karma gained. I wish there were more people like you around here. Anyone to stand up to those thugs without getting beaten bloody. Just trying to help out. Hello, Sarah? It's not my business, I wouldn't go that way. What's going on? Stirring up trouble again. They rode in the morning fancy bikes. Camp on the street. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, the odds are those are the guys we're after. Should know about them. Well, their leader is a big old troll named John Paul. Real piece of work. Are you going to be safe out there? Dumb enough to get caught in the open with one of those guys? Nah, I know the streets like the back of my hand. Don't worry about my own skin. You're going to be in for a rude surprise. You might want to clear out before the shooting starts. Don't you worry about me, I know. Oh. Hi, Vlad. See the age-old fighter plane running behind its drug-crowded eyes. Hey man, you okay? Yes, no, I saw something. It's gonna kill me. What's your name? My name is Vlad. Nice tattoos. Are you a shaman? Strikes a chord. Yes, I'm a shaman. Thought so. What did you see? Saw something the other night. I saw a spirit. So dark, so alien. That... Where did you see? Just across the street from the Seamstress Union. It's not going to kill you. You're safe. Thank you. I think you're right. I feel better now. I'm more whole. I think I need some sleep. Taking a step forward, we're going to plant you right there. This is our property now. It's one of the two that got away. Missed my shot. These idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Girl and Jake, bad idea. The Halloweeners collecting that bounty and killing you, that's a nice bonus. Ow. Ouch. Ah, there we go. I was like, where's the guy? I'll go. I was just playing with you. I'll call the rest of the hunger, Jake. Call it even. What do you think, Jake? I'm already shoot on sight status for these guys. Killing John Paul means one last sweener to shoot at me in the back while I'm buying smokes. Hell, they're doing the same to you as soon as we profit in it. Alright, let's finish this. Alright. Health at? How do we check our health, I wonder? Is it here? Yeah. Alright, 16 out of 50. But okay, we got 2 karma points. We need 3 to get the next. See what you got. Combat sim increases body strength for 5 rounds. Okay. $300, so. Dan the Donut Man. What's up, Dan the Donut Man? Seeing a murder in the alley across the way. But hey, the Baron's back alley killing is only... Can you tell me about the Baron's? Scratches his armpit. Okay, we need the jelly donut because we can use that to bribe one of the cops, I think. Hi, Sally. Stand up for the night. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow. You got a great view of alley across the sea. I suppose you saw the murder that happened here. Sure, I was closing up when I heard the series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple seconds later, the guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a look at him, and then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden, and things got pretty quiet after. I guess you didn't go running over there to see if the guy was okay. Around here? Hell no. Thank you for your time. Okay, so the lights exploded. That's good information to have. Oh, hold on, man. Lone Star isn't collecting a court bounty issues. One in my head isn't going anytime soon. Sorry, friend. This is where our paths diverge. Thanks you for the help. This Halloweeners, here's your payment. They don't take Nuyen where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Sure you don't want to stick around? I could use the backup. Not my side. Besides, you seem like you can take care of yourself. One more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamstress Union just down the street. You need gear, information, or a stiff drink. That's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operation for years, back in the day. Make the right friends there, and you get to the bottom of this Ripper business. Nice knowing you. Let's talk to you. Yellow tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and a red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam wants to ice. Entrance in the alley. Cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated. The homeless man is currently pestering him. I told you I need my stuff from the alley or I'm gonna die of the cold tonight. I've been trying to explain that this is an official Lone Star investigation. I can't let it anyone here. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage. Okay, I need to explain this. Sin is the citizen identification number. Basically, if you don't have a sin, you're not in the system. So they don't treat you like a citizen. You don't have rights, essentially. Find a new blanket or find some reason for my stun baton. Typical. I hate you. I hate you, pigs. We'll get that guy's stuff when we go in there. Long night, huh? You look cool. So I picked up a donut and some soy calf for you. Hey, thanks. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government. He said folks would buy him a coffee all the time. It ain't... What can I do for you? I'm actually working for the dead man to help his killer. Can I come to the alley and have a look around for a bit? Client's the chalk outline. That's messed up, woman. But I respect it. Okay, don't mess anything up. Notice the forensics. Miss the shards of glass, find the broken glass, find a small piece of glass that looks like the bottom of a test tube. Looks like a coat and blanket the old man were trying to get back. Examine the area for evidence. Shuffle the cloth, receipt, folds of the blanket, the bar tab, seamstress unit, dated 2 days ago, 3:02 a.m. The customer, Sam Watts. Server's name is Coyote. Pick up the coat and blankets. Grab that. There are two distinct sets of footprints. Humans ending at the chalk outline, larger set, possibly a orc or troll following just behind. The work's new. You see that the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, all of them imploded as some force shattered them at the same time. I saw you over there. What do you want? I think this coat and blanket belongs to you. Mighty decent. Don't see that kind of thing too often. Know anything about the murder that took place? You a copper or work at some corp? Freelancer? Nope, I'm sinless as you. Mind answering some question? I'm just messing. Of course I'm sinless. System? Yeah, system ID number. That's what it's called. System. What kind of questions you got? Did you see the murder? Nope, I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Miss James up in the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back there to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. By then, jerk-faced in uniform already set up shop in my alley. So it sounds like you live in this alley? Last couple of months, I've been sleeping there, but spend the days doing odd jobs for street merchants panhandling tourists over near the Seamstress Union. What else did you see that night? Well, you know, earlier in the night I saw a big old troll in a green hospital scrub snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off of Dan over there. Seems nervous, and he did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. Can you tell me more about the troll's cyberware? Well, it was big. I think it must have been hospital attachments because I saw some needles. It was was a lot like the one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me, let me tell you. I never trusted one of them cyber people. That's all I needed to know. Thanks. Okay. Now we should actually have a bunch of karma. Yeah, 5 karma. We could save up to 6 to go for another body, because this would get us HP and damage reduction. Or we could go with the 5 here, which would give us more chance to hit with melee weapons. I think we're going to save up for the body HP. Hey! Welcome in, Leave Ending. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you're doing well today. What were you up to? Streaming in the morning? Don't normally stream in the morning. How's everybody doing? Playing Dead Zone Rogue. That's that roguelite that you were talking about. How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Stray Root, Void, Leave Ending, and Juno Rue. Hopefully you all doing well today. If you don't know who I am, I'm MaskofGames. Play a variety of games here on the channel. We just got done beating Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, and now we have switched over to playing Shadowrun Returns. We're going to be playing through the whole trilogy of games. Talk about playing this series of games on stream for basically as long as I've been streaming. Hey, Kat. How you doing today? So we're finally starting it. We just started, so you haven't missed a whole lot. Basically, long and short of it is, one of our old runner pals has died and sent us some messages telling us to find out who killed him. So now we are trying to figure out who killed our friend, and that's kind of the conceit of the game. Welcome in, Cruise the Unseen. How am I today? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. We started Shadowrun. Did you sell some donuts to a troll wearing scrubs last night? Maybe. What's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts to a lot of people. I know. Okay. Alright, time to go into the Seamstress Union. About to leave the Barrens and enter the Seamstress Union. Would you like to proceed? Yes. But hopefully everyone's doing well today. Hopefully you had a good time over there with Dead Zone Rogue. You have to tell us about that. How'd that game go? How'd your runs go? Hopefully you're doing well today. Okay, got 2 more karma, which is why I wanted to wait. Alright, so we're gonna go boom, pop that in body. So now we're gonna have more HP. And we'll take less damage, and of course as we get better armor and stuff. Alright, Cherry Bomb. Sucks Cherry Bomb. I meant to write earlier, got caught in an 1.5-hour run where I died 2 rooms. Oh, that's unfortunate. So are you enjoying the game? I don't know much about it. You'll have to tell us how that game works. Talk to Cherry Bomb, please. There we go. Bartender in a striking elf sporting a perfect toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Wow. Cherry Bob's perfect, apparently. Her eyes harmonize, save me, and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for maximum extraction of tips. Trolls are used to sneer from beauties like this, and she smiles sweetly when she sees you. Hey there, haven't seen you before. What can I do for you? Something dirty and a clean glass. Found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. She here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? She a shaman with a name like Coyote? She laughs. No. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Probably your favorite game this year so far. Really good FPS mechanics, roguelike elements just make it more interesting. Oh, interesting. Missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. Starts to turn away when a man with the face of the survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have history and try to keep their voices low, and the intensity of conversation makes them hard to overhear. Jerry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you're going to end up dead or worse. The Ripper's out there and he's real. Last killing happened just down the block. Now Coyote is missing. Probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PH freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under Ojmans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending, tips. There are such faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them, so what do you want from me? I want what you want, a better life, a better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give that. I've heard this all before. But this isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. Face is pretty hard. Armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. Heard Lynn Telestrain give a talk last night. The new family of the sixth world. I've got family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. Leaves no question the conversation over. Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. Sorry you had to go through that. Sounds like you've got some big plans for yourself. Yeah, I do. Can't stay here forever. You got a look that says you're not just here for entertainment. Are you a badge? I think you know the answer to that. Check your eyes here this morning. I do. You're independent. You're trained to spot bronze the minute they walk in here. Can I help? Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Tell me about this place. Some come here for booze. Some here. We love an educated queen. Oh yeah, this place has got a lot of stuff going on. You'll see as we get through the story what's really going on with the seamstress union. Looking for something they can get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, it can be bought, or sold, rented, or consumed. You could probably find it here. The union can attract people like you. Who is that you talking to? Shane, old boyfriend. He used to work here, then one day he saw a billboard for Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that trick. You ever hear the name Sam Watts? Was a regular customer and a regular pain in the butt for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but was always broke. As soon as he got money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Cody had a soft spot for him, though. You see Sam the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs the place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Better punks have to stick together. Alright, we got Eric over here. Let's talk to Eric. Got some extra outfits to unload. I'll take a look. Dodge 1. Intelligence, charisma. Some firepower. Not looking for guns. We could upgrade to a machete. Probably need to, honestly. Yeah, let's grab a machete. Let's talk to our friend here. Welcome. Please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look doesn't usually solve. Friend Sam wants. Do you know him? Everyone here knew Sam. Shame to lose a part of the family. Sharpness in Kluwe's eyes, the look of a man who's seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. Figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out on occasion. The courage to call it a night, I'd say. Was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated, didn't catch the specifics, might have been over a woman. I thought I was going down to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. I appreciate you talking with me. Happy to help. Okay. Let's talk to Johnny Clean. What's new? Imagine you've seen all sorts of things at a place like this. True, quite true. You notice he's got a earpiece here. Keep your mouth shut about it. It's a secret job here. Gotta work. See you around. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, Your Majesty. Magical wares. Okay, we're not doing magical. Ah, here we go. Miss Kubota. It's across the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor is, "This is my house, mess with it at your own peril." And her eyes twinkle with playful light she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. My, but aren't you a big, powerful troll? Are you enjoying the seamstress unit? So she's plenty for a woman like you. Eyes you closely. Where's this business? I need a moment of your time, Miss Kubota. I have topics to discuss. And why should I help you? Sam Watts, I'm looking for his killer. Brightened, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him, we all did. Sam was a regular here. He never could beg or borrow enough nuyen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol, didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working the bar that night. She informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with the other customers. When requested he leave, he refused. Bouncer Kluwe was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort him out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Why is this place called the Seamstress Union? During the Gold Rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted a high number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation, so they entered them as seamstresses. A girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business. She named it the Seamstress Union, so potential workers would know that they were treated fairly there. As thus, a rich tradition was born. Are you a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Grace Argans. Would that I could. I've not seen her in 2 days. She's a smart woman, quite dangerous, but I fear for her. I'm sure she can take care of herself. If she's smart, why fear for her? If she's smart, why fear for her? She's dangerous on her work, and there's always someone smarter, more prepared. Her room is upstairs. If you're looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she has missed 2 shifts now, and I cannot be reached on her comm. It's unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have an action beyond my conscience. Here's the key. Alright. Let's go find, let's go search around Coyote's room. By the way, this is where the game really like diverges based on your class. Because as you can see, if we were at Decker, which are the people that can do the hacking and stuff, we can like hack into rooms and stuff like that. So there are reasons to play other classes. The Cody keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Stand with the action movies and cigarette butts. Chicago skylines. Cody's bit of the diary, a sticker sticking out of it. First paper. There we go. Diary entry. Read the diary entry. Came back from the ship to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping in our apartment. It's getting ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this cutter direct keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. That's how I make my cash. Tell him he doesn't need cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstress Union, but he still goes on these runs with these bozos all over my floor. Have to get going. I hope you have a good stream. Thank you, Cat. Hopefully you have a good night as well. Thank you for coming over with the raid. I do appreciate it. Also, if anybody else needs to raid and run, I completely understand. Please do take care of yourself. You need to go get some food, go get some water, or just go take a nap. Please do take care of yourself. I do appreciate it. Just throw us a follow, and we're live basically every day but Saturday, so come back when you get a chance. Anything else far as could push me out for a kickoff. Try to be patient. Why does he have to be all one way? Back the receipt. Browning Max pistol from Gin Park downstairs, saying about how big guns on hot women turn on. Nice. Okay, flip to a different page. Back on phones, but alright, thank you, Floyd. Second paper. Handwritten poem and a diary entry. Diary entry. Obviously, it's like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. Wouldn't be a surprise. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. Leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours" and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject conversation completely, but I felt better without constant arguing about it. Read the poem. Let's just say Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave poetry to others. Wow. Rude. There's a receipt and old photograph stuck between the pages. Receipt. A COD receipt for a special order. 5 pounds of meat from Maury's Meat Emporium, located near Pice Plate Market. Look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, and yet she's smiling. The back of the photograph says "Shadow" scrawled on it. Receipt for the wall safe installed near the bathroom door. Set of the combination is 342. I don't know if we need to write this down, but I'll write it down anyways, just in case. So it's 342436. Dupe, type that in chat there so we have it. Okay. Select password recovery. That's your childhood pet. Leave the computer. Okay. Is there a... No. Okay, we didn't need to do the code. Safe comes open. Send item to stash. Password recovery. What's your first childhood pet? Shadow, because that was the snake. What's your favorite musical act? What's the name of your whole town? Chicago. Okay, hold on. Okay, Chicago's the hometown. Password recovery. So we know it's Shadow. And we know it's Chicago. There we go. Alright. Calendar. Meet Dahlia about the gig. Meet Paco at the Pike Place Market due in 30 minutes. One entry, someone named Paco. Okay. Access history. Reading a great deal about hellhounds. Alright. So there we go. Go this way. This way. You could also just hack that computer. Do you know Paco? Member of the Cutters. He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. Murray's Meat Emporium. No, I'm a vegetarian. Gin Parks. Horse right, if she had bouncers deal, most troublemakers. Gun, make it take out the trash to the dumpster. You'll go down there, bring me a piece of... It'll bring me... Call a cab for you, should be able to get there in time. Gambate Kodasai. Okay, I don't think we can hire anybody yet. Alright, and we also have more karma. We got 4 karma. Is that enough to do? Could save up to get 5 strength. I think I'm gonna do that. Machete is equipped, so we don't have to switch it in combat. I feel like you ran through Zelda. I mean, it's not very long. The dungeons aren't very long, as long as you don't get lost. You can get through it pretty quick. Catch cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market, an immersive, quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for drinks. Compared to the urban west side of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporation arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now, the market for all things, legal and illegal, a melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Universal Brotherhood. Hi, Patrick. Tell me more. Best we can. Support. Smiles back at the crowd shall be revealed to you. Refurbished flowers for sale. Synth juice. You see my friend around? Ah, here's Paco. Watch yourself, Trog. By the way, Trog is a derogatory name for orcs and trolls. You Paco? Relax, we're on the same team. I was just at the union, your girlfriend's gone missing, and I'm helping to find her. Drain Paco, Cutter is gone before you stands a kid, a yellow jacket who isn't quite fit. Oh man, that would explain. She's supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, I'm sorry to get in your face like that. What else do you want to do? She's missing. I need to find her. You know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? Meeting with a few days ago. From she get her stuff? Yeah, the shop's down the block. What the hell does she need? Zebra meat, I know of him. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs though, so no reason to deal with them. Coyote say anything about dang. I know where she went. Why she couldn't wait. Slow down. Where did she go? Royale Apartments. The landlord, CBJ, runs the drug ring out of that hellhole. Grew up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much. He's looking for a way to settle the score with a guy for years. A few days back, her Mr. Lila was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from under CBJ's nose. She must have taken a job, I'm sure of it. If thugs caught her, I'm going over there. You coming? She's my only lead, therefore let you know. I'll help get Coyote back, but you better be able to handle yourself in a fight. Things might get ugly. Don't worry, we'll get her back. First, though, we need to find... Dog on a stick. Now, I think we need to talk to Manny. Yeah. Give him the receipt. From cow to canine to exotic and paranormal, the pictures on the back of the stand feature an old version of the man. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. A friend has a question. Everything cool here? Yeah, everything's swell. Name's Manny. What do you want? What would someone want zebra meat for? What am I to know? Tough as nails. To sell it to corp security teams to use a reward for their hellhounds. Flamers go crazy for this stuff for some reason. That's why Coyote wanted zombie meat. Everybody talks about the pet hellhound CBJ keeps locked up in the Royale. She's a... You know someone named Coyote? Nope, doesn't know for much for that for shaman stuff. Here's a receipt for zombie meat. Still have it for me? Look it up. Yeah, I got it here. 2 days past the pickup time. Don't think anyone's gonna come for it. Here, take it. It's all yours. What's your problem with Paco? Why don't you ask him? What is that supposed to mean? It means your gang likes to stroll through here and relieve us merchants of our union. My dad stood up to them, and he's still in the hospital. It's not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyways. I don't do direct about that even if I wanted to. Tell it to my dad. We don't have time for this. We need to... Still have some questions. I'll be leaving now. Okay. Alright, so that'll be helpful later on. Is that Coyote? What's happening? Reed, take a closer look. Is that her? No, it's not her, thank God. So don't hang around here too long. Too many Lone Star pigs around. It's too bad. Whatever happened here, it's not going to let anything like this happen to Coyote. Officer Landers. Etiquette security, which we do not have. It's a Lone Star investigation. Please step away from what happened here, officer. Homicide. Now move along. I'm here to see Coroner Dresden. And who might you be? Sorry, officer. She's here with me. Okay, make it quick. Lying on the pavement is the body of a young human female. Her eyes have been gouged cleanly out, and notice the string of bite marks along her left arm. You're the one who's working for the dead man, eh? Kronsky warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Luckily for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre? I think that's how you say that? Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as the crime scene is not going fast, what can I do for you? Can you tell me what other murder took place here? Not much, really, yet. We know it was about 3 hours ago. We know that her eyes have been surgically removed. We didn't need Dresden to figure out that much. He's been looking at the body, though, so he might have more. Been scanning the rest of the scene, looking at witnesses. No luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost. Hey, you and McCluskey don't see eye to eye? Let's say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. He leads the Ripper I should know about. Plenty, if you ask McCluskey. The truth is, we're as clueless as you probably are. Thanks for your time, officer. You don't have to put in a donation to the Lonely Orphans Fund. You see, you make contributions to the fund. I put you on a list to let you know the next time we find any orphans you might be interested in. I'm always interested in finding about any new orphans you discover. Shall we say 300 new yen? Yeah, you got a deal. Excellent, I'll start an account for you. We're getting new useful leads on the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. Brings you out here. Coincidence, believe it or not, stumbled across another Ripper murder? Yeah, looks like it. This Ripper for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. Gotta hand it to him, our Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. What do you know about the victim? Not much. She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Warden. Worked at Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was leaving work when it happened. Can you tell she was subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? That's the strange thing. We don't seem to be any signs of a struggle, and a single bruise on her body, yet she was clearly alive when her eyes were taken. Died of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, I won't know until I can run some tests back in the lab. Thought you were running the Renman franchise. Isn't Pike Place a little far from home? Yeah, I don't really mind the change of scenery. A coroner for Downtown Branch is out on maternity, so I told management I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want the sicko caught. What about the bite marks on her arm? Completely unrelated. It appears some wild dogs dragged the body here from the alley some time after her death. Any signs of magic use here? There's evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley. Sam died. There's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious, though. Sure, McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics, though, just to be sure. So the Ripper takes Sam Watt's liver in this woman's eyes. Any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose. Probably some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. Judge Acquire there, this seems pretty friendly. Can I trust him? Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get McCluskey's way, he'll take it. A bit sleazy, sure, but I'd take Acquire over McCluskey any day of the week. That's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. Hey, I figured I'd help you out. There's a better chance of the scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Rippers in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good luck out there. Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get going before he shows up. Hello, random elf that I can talk to. Quite possibly ugliest elf you've ever seen. Wow, rude. Meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, ugly. Old-fashioned. I saw the word ugly again. I was like, wait, what? Old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He noticed the approach and locked eyes with you, smiling unnerving. Hello, stranger. Why inquire? Do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Why would you want to know something like that? Strangely high-pitched warble, not expect you to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, just a hobby. Never mind that, though. A good evening to you and your friend, the coroner. Okay. 8 karma. Ooh, we could go for another... No, I think it's better that we go strength to 5 and close combat 3. Because we're going to get into some nasty combat here shortly. Hi, Frank. No way, blind Lucy. Well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large blue face. Boyfriend, everything okay? No, my friend's on the pavement there. Blind Lucy. Okay, so took a guy who drinks a lot's liver, took someone who couldn't see his eyes. Worked 3 years together, and now... Blind Lucy? Lucy wasn't completely blind, she's legally blind, and wear these huge glasses and hold things right up to her face. She got new eyes about a year ago. Any idea how she scored the new eyes? No, she wouldn't talk about it. She called it her stroke of good luck. Just guess that luck ran out. See anyone strange in the store lately? Weird stuff every day. It's a stuffer shack. But no, nothing stranger than usual. Did Lucy have any enemies? Not sure. She had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. That guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be until she found a restraining order. That all seemed to die down a while ago. When was the last time you saw Lucy? Here at the shack earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to see a friend. Hell, I was going to join her on my way home, but we got some last-minute customers. That's all I needed to know. Thank you for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss. Hey, you wouldn't be happy to be part of the investigation. I am. Why? I had this necklace, an intricate little carving of the dragonfly. Wore it every day. Said her mom gave it to her for Denver. You know how Lone Star is. All this stuff would be bagged in evidence until the Seventh World awakens. I just thought if you could somehow get that necklace before Lone Star cleans everything up, I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much. If I end the scene, I'll bring it to you. Alright, let's see if we can get her necklace. I need to take the... It may be able to help me in my investigation. Well, if it'll help you, it means it won't be helping McCluskey. He's gone now. He's asking about, wonder which organ grinder fill. There's one who'd be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure, but there was a poor form to inquire at the site of a murder. An ugly elf? I'll keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes back around. Alright, there we go. Got it right here. You can send this to the family now. Thank you, my friend. Don't want to be turning up some Lone Star office with my prints on it. Happy to help. Okay. Talk to you. Hey, lady, some extra new yen needs some screw zoom. Here's a fiber. Alright. Just helping everybody today. Okay, I'm ready. Royale Apartments. You roll up to the most impressive bit of tenement squalor you've seen in a long time. There's a few street lamps here where the light and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most buildings here are damaged and tagged. Full of old rotting trash mixed with you don't want to know. It's overwhelming. No wonder people living here turn to beetles. By the way, beetles are better than life. It's you slot them in and it takes you on like a trip basically to something better than life. Anything better than this. The better than life chip, there you go, is the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can slot someone else's, live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. The front doors of the Royale aren't even locked. As you step in, you can hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote and find out whatever she knows of Sam's murder. Can't imagine what it's like for Coyote growing up here. These 4 people, what a waste. We need to hurry. She's good, but those beetle guys pay to stay well informed. They might have known she was coming. Here's an again. can do for me in exchange? Nothing to give. All goes. Maybe you can cred. Maybe I can cred you for some information. Have you seen a woman around here? Tell you everything, please. Actually, this doesn't make sense. Beetle's here, any. So she can't help. Things are pretty bad here. Can make them even worse for you now. We're at the vantage point from here. Bet you don't miss much. Seen anything special today? Everything in this body is a bit of rust except eyes and ears. Bit of commotion upstairs. Even men's are twitchy. Freaking thing came earlier, snooping around. There she was here. Don't know how she got upstairs, but there's a lot more gunfire than usual. Did you see her come back down again? Asking what anyone saw. Kept mouth shut, did. Where's Stevie? Hold up. It's the whole top floor himself. Fancies of the king around here. She's my only ring. Now this is an extraction. You've been real friendly, but I can't go on the wrong side. I'm sure you understand. I bet your creaky old bones will snap real easily. Hold on now, this ain't necessary. You can get into the stairwell, but do not tell anyone else it was me. I think there's some items over here. No, okay. We could go this way and fight. But we could also go this back way. Once we go upstairs, I'm not leaving until we find Cody, or I'm dead. You get it? I get it. Let's do this. Okay, Alt key shows the interactables. That's what I thought. Nice points, classic even. We got 4 points. Where's charisma? Oh, 2 for new kit. Zebra meat to the bars. Open the bar. Nice. Finally, just managing a whole together. You Coyote? On your top, you need to finish this. New objective, wipe out the gang. Dang it. Wow, why are you so fast? Raspy voice over the PA system. Really think you can come in here and shoot up my place? Do you know who I am? Oh, you are. You're the guy I'm gonna kill. Okay. Oh, that's Stevie J right there. Okay. Ah! Rude. Oh, they're shooting at me. Like a... There we go. No, can't. Ugh, Stevie J is no more. About time you get here, Paco. Who's your friend? MaskofGames, and I'm here to rescue you. Who said I need rescue? Guess it turns out I did, though. We need to get back to the Union. Miss Kubota and the med lab in the basement. No. I need you to finish the other thing I came here for. I need to find the stash of gems. Thought you said you never do another deal with that man. Look, I need an excuse to come back here and settle some debts. Figured I might as well have paid for it. Help her back to the Union. I'll find those gems for you and we'll meet you there. Looks like she's about to argue and then says nothing. Okay. So we'll finish the job. BJ's passcodes. We'll be taking the elevator back down. By the way, the zebra meat is to keep the hellhounds from fighting you. Hellhounds will mess you up. They have a lot of fire. Loose Nuyen. Let's take that over. Speaking of hellhound. Small velvet bag filled with precious gems. Alright, now we can leave. Confirm. Turn to the Union. Despite Coyote's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco helps her through the door to the Seamstress Union. Heads raised, the front room bar falls silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, her dark eyes flat with fury. Coyote presses her rag to her clawed-up face. She winces and manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone held together with tendons and burned skin. By miracle, she has it by the end of the night. Miss Kubota is tending bar by herself when Paco Walk carries the mangled and bleeding Coyote into the Union. As the boss lady lays eyes on her missing bartender, the place gets quiet fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote the color of wet spackle, and there's something new in her eye, fear. The woman face down, hellhounds, but the sight of Miss Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts, then come back and bleed on my floor. Sorry, Miss Kubota. The run went bad. I can see that. Your arm's a mess. Was this your crusade again? Do not answer. It will only upset me further. You cause me to worry about you, Coyote, and that distracted me from my business. Hi, Miss Kubota. My apologies again. Take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. Tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Can't afford a cyber arm. I'm aware of your financial situation, and when you are healed, we'll discuss the concept of Giri, the debt of honor. Now go, bleed elsewhere. Rashness slowly washes from her eyes replaced with tears, sniffs and wipes them away. Inclines her head to you. Domo arigato, Mask. That girl is precious to me. It's not often that we see acts like this in the Barrens. You have performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you to my house. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. But we both know that words are mere air. Beyond thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect. I am honored. Thank you. You are most welcome. I offer you more than simple lodging. You find that there is more to the Union than meets the eye. Below is a simple facility exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourself. In it you will find vendors selling the best gear the black market has to offer, a fully equipped cyber dock, and a secure place to rest when the Drek hits the fan, as they say. This place is a safe house too? Indeed. Normally, I require a percentage of the runner's income to use the facility, but as I said, you're a family now. Consider it on the house. To gain entrance, play GAFFC on the piano. Okay, we got Von Gross. Make a quick talk to me. Said I do street work. Got anything for me? Nothing for tonight, sorry. Doing something right now. Talk to me later. I'm a fence too. If you got anything you need to unload, come see me. We gotta talk to Dahlia. To you. Is Mr. Delia here tonight? It's the back bar usually where he does his business. Grew up in Royale, managed to escape at life. Not so lucky. Fell in with the wrong circle. Okay. This is the back bar. Suit stands impressively. Goes back, looking the list rare. Have you to thank for that? I didn't refer. Having her back part, yes. Gratitude of everyone here, especially mine. Stop losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. Feel very protective of the people here, immensely. Toward people who walk through the door, be employee or patron, unless it means ill will, of course. Thanks for the tip the other day. Said to go to the safe house. Don't quite know where that is. Piano's a little out of tune. Play chopsticks. GAFFC. Entrepreneurial is combine everything a runner would need in a one-stop shopping experience. Black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, a fully stocked cyber surgery dealership. Okay, and this is our stash, so... Sarah Castle. Make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out. But you could use a hand. Wow. You should be okay. Take years to work off this debt. Okay, folks, I'm gonna have to ask you to sit in the waiting area, watch some Tri-Vid or something. It's the only way it's work to do. Take it easy. We'll be here when you wake up. Just say anything about I'm going to sleep. Just give me the thing to bite on. You're a tough kid, but you're not that tough. Look at your face. I earned this face by being stupid. I'm gonna keep it. End of story. Whatever you say. Night-night. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern medicine combined with Doc Castle's magical healing power, it's almost as good as new. Better, really. Nice arm. Working it off for the rest of my life. Maybe I get something in mind. I have some questions about Sam Watts. What about him? Sam's dead. Guess I'm surprised he was a downward spiral for a long time. Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Me too. We were friends. Yeah, that's why I'm here. You know, he was a charmer, wasn't he? I knew him the best to everyone else, so... Served the night he died. What do you remember about that night? Pretty average night, regular crowd as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage, Jake Armitage. Met him, he's a charmer too. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few, well... Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back and good. Eventually he got loud. He sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what. Miss wanted him ejected. Wasn't around, can't remember why, so she made Jake do the honors, dragged him out the back in the alley. Last time I saw him. Said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? Grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother. How he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Did Sam have any enemies? Hard to say. He partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his butt kicked on more than one occasion. I don't know, but any of the enemies? None I'm aware of. Where did he live? Streets mostly. He occasionally convinced someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. Used one the night before I saw him last. How about it was the drinking? It would have been bad. Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro. Unless he got sick. Everyone could tell. You just look at him like a walking corpse. Just for a while and came back all better. Did he say how he got better? Said his mom helped him out. Okay. I need you two to do something for me. I need you to go talk about the Royale run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe another. Look at the image in the photo. Blonde boy and girl, both age 14, sitting on the dock at the edge of the lake. They appear to be twins. Boy is arm tight, the shoulder is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek, making rabbit ears behind the head and the fingers. Back to the photo. Sam and Jessica, Lake Samamish State Park, 2040. I'll get the photo. The term doctor is often literally described as sawbones with a needle and thread. Okay. Understand an instrumental, bring Coyote back. Thank you for that. Suppose you're the one who passed her up. Impressive work. Thank you. It's a shame you wouldn't let me repair her face, though. Tell you surprised the full-service medical bay under a dive bar. Don't be. It was a Shadowrunner bar, after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up practice. To patch runners up, install and maintain cyberware. What can I be with? What cyberware do you have available? Alright. 8 HP and 1 quickness. We have 2,000 bucks. The stuff we need is like this stuff. The added armor, the added body. So we need... This guy, I believe, is the mage. There we go. Yeah, that's where you get spells. Nothing I don't already have. This should be the decks and the programs. Yep. Everybody in the safe house. I need to go back upstairs. So this guy. Looks small and tough, a traceable shotty on his back, a heavy vest under his trench coat. Air of someone who gets things done, occasionally does them himself. X-Runner, one of the rare smart ones with enough management and left. Got no business with you. We're with Coyote, she's indisposed at the moment. Why didn't you say so? Is late and the client is getting anxious. Where is she? Downstairs in mid bay, got her arm torn off on the job. Oh, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. Who are you two? You guys got you good. What difference does it make? Makes no difference to me. Where are the stones? Give him all the stones. Instant jeweler scope in his eye, moving through, appears the most valuable stones. Talisman appears an ordinary pebble scribed with Hebrew characters. That's the one. Got done, but you're late. Coyote knows that in this case, late equals no payment, but I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the rest of the reward deal. Listen, the sort of woman who might run a crew of her own one day might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me. I'll set you up. Looks like you impressed him. Fence for those gems. Von Goss, show me. Okay. Some pretty things, you'll want to see them. Gumball machine, I'll give you 1,000 for him. Sounds good. Okay. That was something that Bunk Sam was using. Mentioned her once or twice, didn't get along. He was rambling about her the night he saw him. By that point, he was completely gone. I couldn't. So it sounded miserable. Smiling must be about money. A pleasure to hear from you. We'll go dancing soon. Listen, I forgot another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down by the docks. You owe me for this. What are my top? You there now? Better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. The Ripper Murmur? To the docks. I've got to go. Okay, listen, I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before something bad happened, worse than getting my arm torn off, and Sam was my friend. I heard the docks and see if I can track down. She might be able to help us. Thanks, I appreciate the help. Okay. Let's get some cybernetics. Could go for this one. Yeah, let's go with this. Extra magic rating of your character. Magic is equal to essence rounded down. It's very important to spellcasters. Addition magic loss increases the spell cooldowns by 1. Okay, so now we'll have more HP. To him again. Okay, that's it. Take a cab to the docks. Leaving the sinister change in mind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam. Maybe he or she slipped up in this latest victim, left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle is your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help, but matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with the abandoned wooden pallets repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is the district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transport Safety Board warehouse, located in a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it is quiet as you approach the gate. Streetwalker. Anything with the NTSB. I was running or stealing old crap from the place for years. Not worth my time, though. Also, guard. You trespass the corporate property. Work with Lone Star on the crime scene investigation into NTSB warehouse. Here, I'm left for King of the Dragons. Beat it. For a few minutes? Sure. Maybe that new machine is still working. Did I put it like right over here? I don't remember where we put this ladder. Get out of here. Hey, I can't pay you, but I need you to distract the guard around the fence. This is slow right now. I guess that'd at least be entertaining. stash. Oh, we got 13 points. Probably should use those. Use those points. Yeah, PB and cargo ship cookies, nice. Okay. Large gray warehouse is typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks. Top, a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going through their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim, with uniforms everywhere. No one stops you at the door. Seems the case hasn't really leaked. Lone Star know you've got a job to do. Guess we timed, didn't you? Traffic these days. Had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. Left the computer on in the office for there to want to see yourself. Victim worked here at NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. This warehouse used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes and try to determine what happened. It was in charge of the highest priority investigation at the moment. Go on the victim's computer in his case notes to indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. That'll get you killed quick. It did. Some runner like you probably offered him to cover his court master's involvement to make it look like Ripper King. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Let me guess. Tipped you off. Suppose it must have made an impression on the market yesterday, or the cred stick did. At any rate. Anyway, surprise, you got another victim. What's the story with this one? Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. As if several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue. He's probably had major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, the organ's gone. I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Definitely, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more look at it, though, missing organs must have been eviscerated with the chest cavity. How does doing on the case? He seems to be like a real go-getter. I'd love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey stuck in front of the superiors. He's already tried to bribe me for information from McCluskey to slip it to him, inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. You have any idea how much the job pays these days? I don't think Guire's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Is McCluskey getting... Okay, sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam Slipper, this guide's belongs to any theories? I don't do theories, I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while their massive damage to the chest cavity, I see that the victim's lungs were transplants. Which is interesting, since the other missing victim's heart was also a transplant. Outer medicine is an organ transplant relatively easy, but it's odd coincidence. As a scientist, it's just that coincidence. Their brothers say I've personally examined one of the other branch managers to handle the other two. Find that more of the victims are organ transplants, less you know. Who's that woman over there? No clue. She just showed up. Next of kin, I think. I'm gonna take a look around. Shannon Half Sky. You're not a cop. Independent, what's your relationship to the man? He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him. Afraid his spirit is too disoriented to reach by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? For all the good it's doing me, if I could make contact, it might be to deliver justice and allow my brother to rest. Are there any other witnesses? Not as far as I could tell, not among the living anyway. My brother's spirit would not be here alone this night. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be able to help. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? Whereas contains the spirit of a plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. I think they would have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there. He must have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Of course. Open door, please. Research terminal. Case for number 5. Jetliner, mechanical issues, pilot reported the altimeter, reading negative values, controls leave the rear cabin, contact located, plane service, Mayday, crashes it into empty field in North Dakota. Pratt & Whitney unmanned, Ares, redacted. Has been corrupted. Crash Ares jetliner UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly a result of equipment failure. Reading further, investigator notes, however, substantial evidence linking the crash to experimental Renraku research initiative. Information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the data. Examine the toothbrush. Wet from being used. Reach for the comb, hair back of your hand. Value of little heart thumbs to your chest. Must be one of the items the shaman is looking for. Don't need to go right now. Dig through the shoe pile. Find nothing interesting in the shoe pile. Dig through the trash. Inspect the area. Washes you chest surface must be one in an invented lunchbox. Inspect the cred stick. I believe we have to break in here at night because they won't let her do the ritual while they're all just standing here. Yes, here you are. Sometimes it shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Klusky. She's the victim's sister, sir. She is a crime scene, not Salish drum circle. Wow, rude. Isn't it standard procedure to contact next of kin? Consider yourself contacted. Get the heck out. If I stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret, or worse, something I'd enjoy. That man is a pain. No helping it now. Just be more grateful we collect these items before the clods carted everything off. We still summon the spirit. Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirit. I have domains. Ugh, with the anchor, we need to get back in there. Not looking good now, but do you have any plans for this evening? A little breaking in and perhaps under the cover of darkness. You sure you're up for this? If it means your brother's killer doesn't take another life, then yes. Thank you. Since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They post security overnight. Gonna go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. just smile. I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. Fistful of crumpled nougat inside of a leather pouch. Starts to count and shoves a whole wad at you. Meet you back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. You in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star. Same old thing. No problem. What do you need? Back up. Don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. Details like around my world growing up. I remember. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. She hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell with the tweakers, bad guys, hooked up with real dream chips. Guessing you have a new lead? It's not a lead. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. I'm on my way. Coyote's Crusade. A cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be remnants of a public housing project. The building looks like a cesspool filled with human debris. To find her standing, Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, barely says a word as the three of you weave through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. Unclear whether her action is voluntary or not. As you circle around the back of the building, Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder, and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts to climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Thanks for meeting us. I owe you one. No sweat. I figured you could use the backup. I got good news for you. Sam's sister is one of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job. Thanks. Least I can do. Let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past the door up ahead. There's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching cops outside, a guard outside the door. Like I said, I don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you. Okay, we got 8 points. Only we had 9 points. I guess we'll do this. Save. How you doing? Go for a trip, ain't it? Got the clocker trades work time for chips. Part-time salesman, part-time lookout. How do I get in? It's a lab. They test new stuff here. Hottest wreck. Just let me in. Don't do it, friends. Sought the directive silent details are killer. Theirs most of all. Sound like you know from experience. Lost my husband, lost my son, my daughter. They use her to record. You have a pass card to get in there. My son's car took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if it'll give it up between you and him. What kind of guards they have? They're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. Yikes. Japanese mafia, yes. Guy on the door sells the passes to get in. He's not tough, blind in one eye. There's another 5 and just wandering around. 2 of them are bad news covered in magic spins. 5 or 6, not so bad. We have a surprise on our side. All day, all night. They could be dangerous too. Want someone's ship, they can send any sort of program they want. Make them do whatever. Turn them into killers, anything. He's there all the time. Gino's the clocker, trades his time for chips. Hey, you have Bass card. So I'm at a discount. Charges 50 new for him, but I can get you 3 for 100. I was thinking 75. Fix some of this chair. Do you think we need passes? Nope. Good to see you on your way out. Keep on moving. Cross the bridge. Settlement cross over the technology and squalor. The room, chromed out Decker argues loudly with an armed dog roughly pulling his on towards you. Crew that took out Stevie J's place. I told you it was only a matter of time. Cruise operation. Push a button. Don't attack any of the chip heads. They don't know what they're doing and you could hurt Gino. No civilian casualties. Got it. Concussion grenades. Okay. We need to get to that computer. I think someone comes from over there. That guy. And they summon a spirit back here. gonna say, I think she needs to reload. Oh yeah, I forgot if you die, then that's game. Let's threaten this guy. I'm gonna go over here. Really? Take out the shaman, we can... Start to reload. Everybody gotta reload. So this is the only one that's left, is this guy. $97% we've still missed. So you better, oh wow. Okay. Much better that time. Before we talk to anybody, let's explore this area. Music's cool? Yeah. I think we'll have to kill the guys outside as well. His writing guests only so shirt, sweat, and forehead. I wonder where they got the Xbox character. Wonder where they got the Xbox character looks from. Are you talking about like the 3D models or like this? The portraits. I mean, Carla. I don't want to be here anymore, slot me back in. Lunges from the wrist, and he staggers back, reaching, horrified. Back off, just back the hell off. Take it easy, we're backing off. What the hell is wrong with you people? We're trying to help you. This is the way you help me? Look at this place, look at me. Oh god, look at me. There are targets that can help you, we can go slow. We'll go slow. Scoops it up, grabs him fiercely. Okay. We're done here, I'm done. No need to step foot in one of those places ever again. There we go. Shannon's plan is the best lead he got to find out more about the Ripper. We could get back to the warehouse, require some support in case the Drek hits the fan. We'll have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding the necessary middleman broker is the key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. Good fixer is worth new yen. It's the job to find contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together a team you need. Magical support, skills free samurai for muscle, or a Nova hot decker for matrix work. Running the shadows is a life and death gamble. Pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. John Bartlett. Woman look for you, Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Won't order thing, won't touch anything. She's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. Why is the bar so empty? I'm in action in the early afternoon. Just a few cellarmen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madam Sinful and some die-hard regulars. That's what the downtown folks call Miss Cabota. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? Cleaning the back bar, hanging around the usual place. Who's Bartlett? Big present at the end of the bar. He's biz, connected. You might want to meet him. Is that guy still bothering you? No, he hasn't been here since the last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Later, Straight Root. Have a good day. I do need to get some hydration. Maybe I'll find someone at the Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. Have fun. Okay. Oh, Shagan. What's it to you? Oh my. Time is money. I'm listening. Heard of the Nephilim Network? Of course you and the No Lady has heard of the premier merc out there. Of course I have. Hire us when you need expert help. Alright, Jessica Watts. There we go. Is a different world. Opposite of Sam in almost every way. Sue's Taylor, her eyes are sharp and her style exudes authority. Miss Watts? Jessica Watts? Yes, and you are. Friends call me, and I counted Sam amongst them. That's funny, I didn't think Sam had any friends. Quality over quantity, I suppose. I'm sorry, it's just that it doesn't match with the picture of Sam I had in my head all these years. You're the one then, the one I was called about. Called herself Coyote, contacted me this morning to inform me that brother was dead and that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. I'm very sorry for your loss. Thank you. Appreciate you coming all this way. I'm guessing the Barrens isn't what you're used to. I must admit it isn't. None of this is. You're not with the police, are you? I'm not. That is a problem? I don't know anyone else. I don't want anyone else getting hurt on account of my brother. Really, it's official police investigation on it. Why not let the professionals handle this? I think they can use all the help they can get. But you must have better things to do. Waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. First, Sam was my friend. Second, I'm being paid for my trouble. With this kind of payday, we low-life stick together. Besides, I'm not doing it for free. Okay, so no matter what we have to tell about the pay. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Sam hired me himself. I don't understand. Put a dead man switch. It's triggered when he's died. I believe a drunken brother hired you to find a person who killed him after he died. The boardroom mask drops momentarily, and his size reveals a glimpse of the real emotion. Left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullcrap. Now I'm back. He's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Listen to me. I seem like a decent person. I'm trying to move on in my life. Her mother killed herself last year, and Sam, well, was Sam. You know, I worked so hard to put family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. I would love nothing more than to give you closure, and quickly. Appreciate that, but I think I prefer just to let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. On the streets, honor still means something. I'm sticking with the job. Honor? How about honoring the wishes of the living instead of the dead? Never mind. I can see that you're not going to let this go, and I respect that you're honoring my brother's memory in your own way, but I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Maybe you could do things the way the police can't. Maybe I can help. What do you need from me? What's the last time you saw or spoke to Sam? It's been ages. Can't even remember. How do you recall Sam complaining about arguments with his sister? I don't know what to say. Maybe he dwelled in the past when he was in his cup. Certainly argued enough when we were younger. Where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was a fundraiser all evening. Very crowded fundraiser. Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know any of the others. I would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? I think I made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You don't seem to care whether... Sounds like you hate him. You don't sound sad that he's gone. I mourned losing Sam long before he died. Takes a photo from you guardedly as if it might sting her, but the guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. Can't believe he kept this. It's one of the few possessions he had. What happened between the two of you? Different back then. We were different. We were family. After our father died, things began to change. We couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was reassuring order to our lives, but after, everything got mixed up. We never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. Morse played wet across her eyes, and then she's not talking about her father. And she steels herself with the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house, he truly did, but he couldn't handle it. Pretty soon, he had spent every dime of her father's life insurance, every dime. After that, was gone. My mom working 2-3 jobs. He spent all her money too. Couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. Holds the photo for her, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Please do. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to Sam, what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted further and further apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Cal-free. What brought you down there? So that's what brought me there and what made me leave here. Felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I can find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for the world could become, and I came back here to make it happen. Taking up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. Just as well, I need to get back to the office. Before I go, you should know that I'm interring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of Blessed Sacrament. 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Wouldn't miss it. Hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. How's Gino doing? He's pretty burnt, malnourished, dehydrated, taking care of him. He's got friends, that kind of thing. Good man. Pretty different now that I've got Gino back. What happens now? Here's my shift and get some sleep. I'm due for some. After that, probably buy some ammo. I'm running low. See you around. Don't forget about me if you need some backup of your own. Holding down the fort. People are unsafe. Safety in numbers. Okay. We got 9. We need to get to this. I think. Is there like a ranged equivalent? No. Okay. Okay, we have to do... We have to do this in order to get that anyways, so let's do that. That's right, it's your job to be right. $1,200 in your hand. I can pay the runners up front. Alright, let's go see him. Okay. I believe... Can't we hire... Yeah, here's the elite runners. Yeah, before we do that, we need to... Big customer, okay. Everywhere. I'd like to get this. Oh, we can't have. Oh, that sucks. Do you have any new weapons or armor or anything? What armor do we have? It's armor 1. Probably need to put on some armor. This is armor 4. Let's do that. Should have enough to get 2 runners because they're like 1,500 apiece. So let's do a save game. Confirm. And I think that is probably a great place for us to go ahead and call it a stream. So, thank you guys so much for joining me here today. That is the new series we will be playing now that we finished Legend of Zelda. There are 3 games in that series, and they will get longer as we go. Shadowrun Returns is actually not that long of a game. We probably beat it in a stream or 2. I think we're getting close to either like the halfway point, because I don't remember exactly where we're at, but I think we're close to like a halfway point. The first game's not very long, but after we do that, we'll have Dragonfall and Hong Kong, which those games are much longer and have a lot more to them. But yeah, so we'll be playing through the Shadowrun series in the coming weeks. But they are a kind of a tactical CRPG. I love Shadowrun. Shadowrun is my favorite setting of all time because again, it's cyberpunk, which I love, but it's also fantasy. So it's did Zelda still hold up? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we beat that. As for the videos, I've got to look up how to separate a stream on YouTube. So what might end up happening for the YouTube stream is there might be just a video for Zelda, and then there might be a separate, or there might just be the stream for Zelda, and then a separate video for the beginning of Shadowrun. So if you don't see Shadowrun until later, that'll probably be what it is. Because with Twitch, I could separate them pretty easily, but with YouTube, it's a little bit of a pain to separate them out into two different streams, so I'll figure it out. But they will be in their own playlist, so we'll get that all set up for you over there on YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off raids. But I do want to say thank you to everybody that came over with the raid. I want to thank everybody for the new follows and all the support. But as for what else is coming up this week, tomorrow we're going to get back to Alice. We're playing the first Alice game, and then we'll be playing Madness Returns after we beat that. And then Wednesday we are going to start Resident Evil 8 because we did beat Resident Evil 7. So we'll play Resident Evil 8, and then after we beat Resident Evil 8, obvious, we'll go back and play those remakes. And then we'll cycle back through Shadowrun, and on Thursday and on Friday, we'll get back to our new concept series that we started, which is Friends' Favorite Fridays. And as for what we're playing, that'll be up to the wheel. We'll spin the wheel and see what the wheel says we'll be playing. So we still have 9 games to get through, all sorts of stuff. I think I still have the list. Let me see. Yep, we still got the list up here, although I do need to update it because one of these games we have completed. So there you go. So this is the stuff that we will be still working our way through on Friday. We still have these 9 games to work our way through, so that'll be on Friday. So if you missed our last Friday, there is an intro video that I uploaded to YouTube, so you can watch and see where I kind of talk about what the series is about, and then there's the stream for our playthrough of Alpha Centauri on GOG. So if you want to watch that as well, but yeah, so that is going to be what's going on this week. Actually, Friday is July 4th, and I do have something going on. We might have a different stream time on Friday. We might not stream our normal time. We might do an evening stream. Because I still want to do a stream on Friday, but I have things going on Friday afternoon. So yeah, so Friday we will probably still do Friends Favorite Friday, but it'll probably be in the evening. I was thinking about that. I was like, wait, there's something going on this week. Yeah, so everything else will probably be in our normal stream time, but Friday will probably be in the evening. After all of the stuff, because I think around like 1 o'clock my time we're hosting people over at the house for 4th of July. So yeah, so it'll be a later stream. I'll post about it on Twitter. So we will still do, or I'll try to do. If I can't do it, then we'll do it on Sunday. But I should be able to do it on Friday. I'm just gonna move it to later in the evening. But anywho, again, thank you everybody for coming in, for the support. Thank you again, Leave Ending, for the raid. If you're not following the Leave Ending, plays a variety of stuff. He's also playing a Zelda game, specifically the Wind Waker. He's playing through Metroid Prime, playing Dead Zone Rogue, and then plays a variety of like indie horror games as well. Good friend of the channel. And obviously there's also Void, who streams. Let me do this correctly. Void at 4 p.m. There's some streaming some Calico. Also plays Blasphemous. Also going to be doing some retro stuff. But yeah. So give everybody a follow. We're going to be raiding out here in just a second. So again, thank you everybody for your support. If you haven't already, please do hit the follow button, or if you're over there on YouTube, the subscription button. Both are completely free. Help the channel out tremendously. Also, feel free to share us out with your friends, your family, your Discord communities. We are family friendly here, even when the game isn't. Everyone is welcome as long as they are kind. That is it. That is the only prerequisite. Also, a follow and subscription will let you know when we go live. We usually go live at 11 a.m. Central Time, US. If you're not sure what time that is for you locally, down in the panels there's an extension, as well as the Twitch schedule should tell you when we go live for your time zone. Does the math so you don't have to. And finally, if you miss any of our playthroughs, all of them are available on YouTube. They're here on the streams are here on Twitch for 30 days, and then they're all on YouTube for however long YouTube wants to keep them up there for. So you could check them out there. Again, if you do not see the Shadowrun, start of Shadowrun up on YouTube, just give me a little time to get that up there, and I will try to make sure that that's up there and in its own playlist and as its own video. It's just the way you can't, so far as I've found, there's not an easy way to like separate a stream into multiple like pieces for YouTube, so I will have to figure that out. But again, thank you for being here. Remember to take care of yourself mentally and physically. Both are very important. Remember to stay hydrated, which I do not have any hydration, so I will definitely be getting me some of that after the stream. And as always, remember, we can make the world a better place. And all you have to do is be kind. Let's find someone to raid. Let's find someone to raid. Also buy YouTube. And dismiss. Yeah, I really need to figure